that a propeller plane at the top of the house? I know I'm late because this is after that happened, but go back and see if that was a propeller plane. I don't know if it was. Well, this is the situation. Oh, so you're the new dorm mother. You know what? Actually, here's a better idea, okay? Listen to them speak, and once they're finished speaking, I will leave a few seconds for you to still read, and then I'll change. That works. Cool. While I was explaining the situation, the boarding students, apart from the girl in the underwear, who was now putting on some clothes, surrounded me but kept their distance and watched me. This is no good, is it? A boy being the dorm mother of a girl's dormitory. From behind the underwear girl, she was wearing clothes now, but they were pretty gaudy still, were some girls who looked like they were hiding, but they were nodding and agreeing. Incidentally, there's now one more person than before, and it's the girl on the right there. She was kind of timid and looked to be the same age, or maybe a year younger than I. Not me, than I. Yeah, then I am. Okay. What is it? I'm still a student. From tomorrow I'll be going to Kaifu Academy, like you all. I'm in the 2nd grade, which I think is sophomore year. I don't know. Okay. Nyani, she said. What do you mean, Nyani? The person who came to speak to all of you is my mother, and, well, she kind of half-tricked me into accepting the job as dorm mother. My mom has a job connected to real estate, and her company manages this property. The person who seemed the oldest said so, and the other people reluctantly nodded in agreement. This is just until the owner caretaker comes back, or we find someone else. I apologize for the inconvenience, but for the time being, let's all try to get along. Once the conversation was... Speaking too fast, man. Once the conversation was over, naturally, everyone left and went back to their rooms. Alright, so... Underwear lady, Kanako Shigure. We're gonna call her Kanako. Thank you very much. Was that all of the boarding students here? There's the underwear girl and Kanako, who is with me now. I thought the underwear girl was Kanako. Yuko, which was the tall one with long hair, and Sana, the girl with the glasses. The timid one who came in from the back... Sorry, who came from the back. Yeah, the timid one who came from the back is Ryuko. Oh god, I hate Japanese when I can't speak it. Okay. Yoku. There we go. Yoku. That's 4 people altogether. Oh. In other words, there are 5 boarders in total, not including myself. This building is pretty big, but there are only 5 people living here? I mean, come to think of it, my mom did say that there are quite a few empty rooms. And it's old and a little far from the school, so maybe it's just not that popular. Anyway, the conversation ended well, so I'll call my mother to let her know. So in the end, we somehow worked things out.
言っておくけど、寮の子に手出しちゃダメよ。
What are you talking about, Mom?
まあ、問題にならない程度ならいいけど。あ、それから、前に言ったと思うけど、一人足の不自由な子がいるから。
Flap, flap, flap. Suddenly, the sound of flapping wings came from down the hallway. Then a shrill voice sounded out. Huh? Something big and white came flying down the hallway, and from behind, at breakneck speed, and she's running around the corner. It's her! Was the girl in the wheelchair. Yeah, I like this better. I like letting them say what they are going to say. The big white thing, which somehow seemed like a duck, was flapping its wings and flew behind me. The girl in the wheelchair avoided all the obstacles on her path, in other words me, and chased down the duck like a drift racer. I was so overwhelmed by the speed that I couldn't say anything. The girl in the wheelchair caught the duck at my feet and snatched away a small white cloth, probably panties, not possibly, probably, from his beak. Cool. Wait, did we even get her name? I don't remember if we got her name. The girl put the duck on her knee and lectured him. I remembered seeing that before. However, it's somehow a lot different to the image she had during the day. In the daytime, she seemed more dainty and delicate. However, her appearance was the same. It's not often that you see such a pretty girl. Looks like your tire's in good condition. She finally realized that there was a guy standing there. Yeah, what was it? Yeah, sure, I got it. Okay, talk to you soon, Mom. I replied as I ended the call. She got as far as saying that, but then realized that she had a small cloth in her hand, and tried to hide it by stuffing it under her backside. Kanako, who was supposed to be having a bath, poked her head out. I'm sorry, I was in the middle of thinking about something. So, all of these characters have the typical tropes of a harem, from what I can see. So you've got this girl right here, Kanako, who's basically the, like, really flirtatious, but doesn't actually want anything to do with you kind of girl. You got the older adult girl who was the one with the blonde, was it blonde hair and the glasses? Whoever the oldest one was. The one that looks really young is the really shy, timid one. Yeah, okay. And then the fourth girl, who I don't remember what she was, but I think she's supposed to be like the girl next door kind of character. And then we have the girl in front of us, not Kanako, the other girl, who's the tsundere. Kotori, that's her name. Kotori's the tsundere. Hey look, hey look! This is what it felt like she was saying as she relentlessly pointed at me. The girl known as Kotori glared at Kanako like she was interfering. I'm the new dorm mother. Ayoi Minase. Kotori seemed to meet my introduction with reluctance. Hat turned to face me and flapped his wings. That's a clever duck. Clever. Yes, he's a clever. He's a clever duck. Yes, that's right. So you are against it? She says she doesn't need the... If she says she doesn't like the fact the dorm mother of a girls' dormitory is a guy, and the fact that we're the same age, there's nothing that I can really do about it. Kotori closes her eyes and quickly takes a deep breath as if trying to focus her mind. Kotori? During the day? Which part of it? She stopped talking and stared at Kanako, who was standing behind listening. Kanako looked as if she was saying, okay, okay, as she disappeared down the hallway. Oh. That incident was quite startling, and I remember it well. To see a girl's tears from so close like that is something I don't experience very often. I don't know what she thinks about it, but those tears were very beautiful. No, not yet. Don't be so silly. When you say it like that, it just makes it even more strongly engraved in my memory. Kotori straightened her back, composed her expression, and smiled. And swish! With a natural gesture, she lifted her hair up. What's Allule? Oh, I've heard that word before. Sure, Kotori. She said that, and then straightened her back and made a composed smile again. Okay, that's enough, I get it, alright? This is the third time I've seen this scene, and it's still wonderful. Kotori used just about every insult there is, and then turned her wheelchair around. Then she hurriedly raced back down the hallway and back into her room. Along the way, Hat, who had been thrown off, chased after her and entered the room through a small door, maybe a special door for ducks, built into the bottom of the main door. I looked on in disbelief. I don't need to say this, but the dainty and delicate image that she had in the daytime had completely crumbled away. A delicate bud was beginning to sprout, and we shared a fleeting love. What the f... How do you get that out of that? Okay. Anyway, that'll be all for this time. My name's the Jackhammer 13, and I'll catch you all later.